Welcome! Today we're making a simple and delicious guacamole. With just a few fresh ingredients, we'll create a creamy dip perfect for chips or as a topping. Let's dive in. Let's start with our ingredients for guacamole. We'll need 3 ripe avocados. They should be soft but not mushy. They're the base of our dip. Next we have 1 small onion finely chopped. This will add a nice crunch and flavor. We'll also use 1 to 2 cloves of garlic minced for a touch of sharpness. For some freshness and a bit of color, add 1 to 2 diced tomatoes. If you like a bit of heat, include 1 chopped jalapeno, but remember to remove the seeds if you prefer less spice. For a burst of freshness, use a 1/4 cup of chopped cilantro. Don't forget the juice of 1 lime, which adds tang and helps keep the guacamole vibrant. Finally, salt and pepper to taste. First, we'll prepare the avocados. Start by cutting them in half lengthwise, around the pit. Twist the halves to separate them and carefully remove the pit using a spoon or knife. Scoop the avocado flesh into a medium-sized mixing bowl. Then take a fork and begin mashing the avocados. Mash until you reach your preferred consistency. Smooth for a creamy texture or leave it a bit chunky if you like some texture in your guacamole. Now it's time to add the fresh ingredients. Start by stirring in the finely chopped onion. It'll add a nice crunch and flavor. Next, mix in the minced garlic for a bit of aromatic sharpness. Add the diced tomatoes for freshness and a pop of color. If you like some heat, include the chopped jalapeno. Remember to mix everything well so the flavors combine nicely. Finally, fold in the chopped cilantro for a burst of freshness and a hint of herbiness. Now we'll season our guacamole. Start by squeezing the juice of 1 lime over the mixture. This not only adds a tangy flavor, but also helps keep the guacamole from turning brown. Next, season with salt and pepper to taste. Stir everything together and taste to see if it needs more salt, pepper, or lime juice. Adjust the seasoning as needed to suit your preference. Finally, it's time to mix well. Stir all the ingredients together thoroughly until everything is well combined and the flavors meld together. Once mixed, your guacamole is ready to serve. For the best taste and freshness, serve it immediately. Enjoy it with tortilla chips for a classic dip, or use it as a tasty topping for tacos, burritos, or any other dish you like. And lastly, here are some tips for perfect guacamole. First, choose ripe avocados. They should yield slightly when pressed but not be mushy. To prevent browning, if you're not serving immediately, cover the guacamole tightly with plastic wrap, pressing it directly onto the surface. For a milder guacamole, you can reduce or skip the jalapeno. For more heat, add extra jalapeno or a dash of hot sauce. To add texture, consider mixing in finely chopped red bell pepper or cucumber. For an extra flavor boost, a pinch of ground cumin or a splash of hot sauce can be great. Enjoy your delicious guacamole.